concept of namespaces. Namespaces. Understanding namespaces and references. That name looks very long. I know.
Understanding namespaces and references.
But let me remove the understanding part. We know we are trying to understand it. Yep. Alright. So look at this program. Let me make sure Social Explorer is open. Look at this program. You see namespace, because that's the project we are working on. And then we have class program and then static void, whatever. Just like I explained on the first day we were teaching C# that we have what did I even use to explain it? Okay, I have my family name, I have me, and I have things that are peculiar to me. So the same way, let's say I go ahead here and I add another class. I go ahead, I click on this project, add class, and I say, let me call this new class.cs. It gets added here, and we can see that it has the same namespace with this program.cs. Let's put M side by side. We can see that oh god, I have to zoom this to 100. So we can see that they have the same namespace, but their class names are different. We can see, so they belong to the same family of projects, but they have their own different names. So so that is the concept of namespaces. Namespaces generally exist at project level. So this project is namespaces and references. Let's say I go here now and I say under the solution, I say add new project, and I say another console project. And then it has its own another program.cs inside it. You can see that it has its own namespace on its own now. But watch here, we have two different projects now in our solution. Now, as time goes on, you'll be having to create code for different platforms. For example, you are creating a project for web, a project for mobile, a project for desktop. You can have them inside the same solution, just like I have here. So all you just do is add a new project here, add new project, and then you give the project in, and then you can always see them in the same space, so that you don't have to keep on opening things up and down. So to determine which program now runs first, all you have to do, you can see that this namespaces and references is bold. That means that's the code that we run. And then I can right click this and say set it as startup project, and then it becomes the program that we run.
Okay, if anyone that you want it to run, you can
set it as a startup project. And amazingly, if you want both to start up at the same time, you can right click on the solution and say, where did I even do that? Set startup projects. And then it opens this page, and then you can say select multiple startup projects, and then you select this one to start, select this one also to start. Yes, and then you see the solution is the bold one now. So once I run this, both of this program will run. You can see two windows came out and they went away. So
solution is under project.
No, project is under solution.
You create another project, that means you have the same namespace.
No.
You don't have the same namespace.
Classes and files in the same project, you have the same namespace.
In the same
Namespace. In the same project, you have the same namespace. Different projects, you have different namespaces. But files in the same project, you have the same namespace. Just like my grandfather's, the surname he used was Olateju, but my father adopted Oladapo. So did his brothers also do. So the solution is Olateju, but no, bad explanation. That's a very bad explanation to use. Oh God. Okay. I'll find an explanation. But anyways, we go on. So let us set this back as our startup projects, because I will explain one more concept inside there. So let me close all this rubbish I have opened. Okay, so the class I want to open now, program.cs, and I say let me just write something out. I am the startup project. Hello there. Then we should always have our console dot what's wrong with my spelling? Console dot line. Alrighty. Now the next concept I want to introduce us to, let's say in this other project I have a code that says, okay, I will have to make this public now so that every other thing can reference it. And I have a public method. Let me just have a public void method that says hello from, what's the name? Another console project. Most times our actual address will just leave these things as public. If you are doing multiple projects, just leave them as public. I wish I could explain more about what's that now? Scopes and accessibility modes in C#, but time will not permit us to do that. So I just say console.writeLine hello from another console project. Okay. This should be capital. Okay. So I want this say hello in this another console project.cs to run from inside here. Yeah, so the output I need is this hello from another console project. It's a class inside another console project, but I want to run inside my namespaces and reference project. Does it sound impossible?
Kind of.
It kind of sounds impossible, but with the aid of referencing, you can actually do that. For example, when you start writing programs more frequently, you have to export libraries and stuff, SDKs that we have to use. So you have to reference them. It's just like saying, I'm going for holiday in my auntie's place, my mother's elder sister. I can call her mommy. I can call my mommy mommy. Why? Because I have a reference to her. So all I have to do to be able to call her mommy is to identify with my own mother. That's all I need to do. So what I do is that I go over here, I right click on the project, and I say add reference. You can see this over here. All I have to do now is to say, so I go to solution, the solution pane over here, and you see you have another console project inside here that I want to reference from inside my namespaces and reference projects. I check that box and I click on OK. And you can see here under the references that I have reference to another console project. That means I can now call anything inside it that it gives me access to call. That means when I get to my instance, I can go to the bedroom or the kitchen and do anything as I like, as long as the place is not restricted for me. So I can now say, as long as I want to use that inside here, let me close this up. Oops, wrong thing. Namespaces and references is what I want to open. And I say that's another console project. You can see that I have access to it now. From inside Namespaces and References project. Dot program. No. Is that the public class? Yes, it is. Okay, I should make this static. Now, this static, I think I should have to explain it now so we won't get confused about it. The static that I'm adding here simply means that I can call any method here without having to instantiate it, just like we did for human being. You know, we said human being is a new instance of human being. Normally, what it does is create a space in memory for all the properties of human being. But instead of having to do that, if you have this static keyword added to it, it means you can call it directly. Just like we're calling console.writeLine. We didn't say console, my console equals new instance of console. But we're calling everything inside console. That means writeLine is a static method. So when they are writing the libraries for C#, they made sure it's a static so that I could call it just like this. So I can say another console project dot say hello. You can see the difference now. If I go ahead and remove this static now, I don't even have to save it. All I have to do is go back here and see if I can access it. Never possible again.
It will bring out all the static.
It brings out all the static methods. But if I want to access that program without having to declare it as static, some cases will come like that. We have to say another console project dot program is a new instance of this. And then you now say, oh, I didn't give it a name. A new another project. Don't mind my naming convention now. So you can now say a new another dot say hello. So sometimes you will have to go this route, and sometimes depending on whatever that method does, if it's not doing any processor intensive task, or if it does not do any initialization in itself, it does not have some special stuff that have to go up and down. When you start writing the code, you will understand it. So you can decide now that it will work this way. Then if you run this program, we will see this run, and then we will see the code from another project run. Magico? Yeah, me too, I don't understand.
You imported another statement you gave from another thing.
Yeah, so you know that in this Namespaces and References project, we don't have this method called say hello anywhere. But it exists in this another console project. So you want to call methods and properties from this place. So we needed to add a reference to it here so that we can call it.
So we clicked on add reference.
Exactly, we right click here and said add reference. And then we checked this box. We went on that solution. Let's say you want to add references to the C# libraries. So you can have as many as possible over here. Let's say you want to do some audio stuff. System.audio is somewhere here. Is it there? It's somewhere there. If you want to do speech synthesis, you have to be reading something out to you. System.speech is here for you. So you can add the reference to that. Let me just check this and see what happens. If I go on, you will see that if you add system.speech in my reference, that means I can use any thing that system.speech allows me to use. So I can say here that not here. instead of having to do this, let me just clean this code back. Let me make it static. I can now say system.speech dot, that should be synthesis dot read, sorry, dot synthesis dot speech, that should be speech synthesizer. I can now say, now this does not have any static methods, because when I press go, it brought out no special method, so I have to initialize it. So I say my speech synth is a new instance of speech synthesis. I can now say my speech synth dot, you can now see that it brought out the methods that I can use. And I can now say speak. Hello there. Let's even check this out if it will work. Let's try. Okay, let me bring the system to maximum volume and let's run it.
Hello there.
Jesus. All you have to do is add that reference.
Hello there.
I hear something.
Hello there. Okay, let's make something longer. I am a speaking program. You are all having fun. Yes. No. So this system does speech is inbuilt. If you are not doing something that is not inbuilt in C# on the system, you will have to export an external reference. Now in C# you can do that through NuGet packages. When you get more advanced, you understand those things. Even before I could get anything about NuGet packages, it took me like 1 or 2 years to.
So for instance, now I want to put this. Maybe I want to put the prayer point.
And you can put it there now. Fire fall on you. Let me just put it here. However, all this old goes fire now.
Hello there. I am speech speaking program. I hope you are all having fun. Fire fall on you.
Okay, let's run this again.
Hello there. I am speech speaking program. I hope you are all having fun. Fire fall on you.
So,
Have you tried this thing before?
I did it like 4 years ago for my fellowship.
The fellowship. This was this one.